Thank you, Ciarán Comhairle. My condolences to the parents, the family and the friends of the late Aisling Murphy. The horrendous murder of Aisling has hit every man, woman and child in Ireland. As a father of 2 daughters, they should, as should my son, walk the streets and lovely country walks in safety that should exist in this country for all. We as a country need to do better. We need to put a better system in place. We need better safeguarding for victims of violence. We need harsher prison sentences, Minister. We all saw the case where there was a family, a father, a mother, 2 uncles and an aunt sentenced for their abhorrent crimes against their own children, nieces and nephews. Their sentences seemed to be very light in comparison to the crimes that they were committed. In the words of the judge, the parents had engaged in the most profound breach of trust a human being can commit against their children. Surely 15 years and 9 years is not enough. We also need cases where there are children and women at risk to be expedited through the courts. We cannot have women and children living in fear. There needs to be a priority put in place for cases where women and children are at significant risk. Last week, I was told of a case like this in West Cork, where the case needs to be heard, but I was told it would be late 2023. This is not good enough. It is of utmost importance these cases are pushed up the ladder and dealt with as a priority. We also need to look at our legal system in a far deeper manner than what we have been doing for so many years now. How many women come to my office every week who have legally agreed maintenance in a separation, but the children's child or children's father, in so many cases, stop paying maintenance for the children when it is, in its own right, is another form of abuse. It is financial abuse. The law should be the law. If it is agreed to pay the maintenance, it should be paid and dealt with by the court severely, if not. And dealt with within weeks, not in some cases left to be dealt with within years, leaving mothers and children simply hungry at the end of every week in some men's efforts to control women. Maintenance must be paid at a set amount and no stress needed for the parent. In my humble opinion, overall in this discussion, we need to give out harsher sentences and make people realise Ireland is not a place where you can be born here or come to live here and murder someone and get away with it.